With all the talk going on about transfers, I felt it was only right to do a video honoring the players that are confirmed to return to West Virginia and stay with the program in 2024, courtesy of the Country Roads Trust. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back into the Country Roads Webcast. I'm your host, Jordan Cruz, and just asking you to do us a quick favor, if you would, before I get into this video. Just hit that thumbs up button. Giving us a like on this video will really help not only its performance, but future videos performances here on the channel as well. And if you're a West Virginia fan, Big 12 fan, college football fan, be sure hit that subscribe button. Helps us, and it helps you, as it helps get more of this Mountaineer sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. All right, so as I mentioned in the cold open, we can thank the Country Roads Trust for allowing these guys the opportunity to be able to return next season and locking them down for 2024, especially some of the big talents that they have gotten to return to West Virginia for next season. And this is just one of the more recent ones. I won't show every post they've made, but they have made posts similar to this for all of the 15 confirmed players that are returning to West Virginia. Here's the one they did for Garrett Green, who is committed to the Country Roads Trust for the 2024 season. Look forward to working together this upcoming year. They also mentioned you can support Garrett by purchasing his signed mini helmet and action shot in our store, countryroadstrust.com/store. Support all of the Country Roads Trust athletes by becoming a member. There's the link right there. Be sure to follow Country Roads Trust on social media if you don't already, guys. Need to support them in order to be able to retain more players in the future, like we're doing a good job of thus far throughout this offseason, especially with some of our main players on the offensive side of the football. And just in addition to that, I wanted to mention, you may have noticed the shirt I'm wearing here for this video. I felt it was only right when we're talking NIL that I'll wear one of the shirts I got supporting one of my favorite players there over on the NIL Shop. So if you got a player on the WVU football roster that you really like and you want to help support their NIL, you can go buy one of their t-shirts there on the NILshop.com. Just search their name. Most of the entire West Virginia roster is on there. So not only will you get to support them by wearing the shirt, but they also get a portion of that money directly to them, and it supports their NIL. So that's a great way to help us retain players as well. And speaking of roster retainment, I wanted to try and keep track of this, so I've got a running list here I'm going to continue to update throughout the offseason as more of these are announced. So let's take a look here at the roster retainment tracker we're going to be using here on the CRW to keep up with what players have announced their return to West Virginia for 2024, and these are the 15 that we have thus far. And as you can see here, Garrett Green, as announced in the tweet there by Country Roads Trust. Jaheim White has also been confirmed to return for next season, so that's big, getting both of those guys. And we're really doing a good job securing a lot of offensive talent, especially at the skill positions. As you see, 3 wide receivers confirmed to return as well, and Traylon Ray and Rodney Gallagher, the talented freshman. Preston Fox as well, the in-state native, coming back. And we do get the explosive tight end Cole Taylor to return also. And then the offensive line. We can't go without mentioning that. I think that's going to be a big part of next season's success. We know how good West Virginia's offensive line was this year. Number 1 rushing offense in the Power 5, number 2 in the nation in sacks allowed, and a lot of that was due to a lot of these players. Of course, you will lose Zach Frazier, unfortunately, but you do have Brandon Yates confirmed to return, and he is likely to slide over and play that center position. We'll see him do that in the bowl game. We saw him do it in the final drive against Baylor, in which West Virginia put together that game-winning drive. So I think it's good that you return a lot of experience on this offensive line when you look at Wyatt Milam, Thomas Remick, Brandon Yates, and Nick Malone. And then you got the young talent returning as well. Nick Cray and Johnny Williams are guys that they're really high on. Johnny Williams may even slide into a starting role at one of the tackle positions next season. We'll see what happens. He's got a lot of potential and a lot of great size there. So glad to see the offensive line being reassured. We're hoping to see more players added to the returnees on the defensive side. Right now, we only have 3 confirmed on that side of the football, but there are 3 big ones there at the linebacker position. Ben Cutter, Trey Lathan, and Josiah Trotter likely could be your 3 starting linebackers next year for West Virginia, and all very talented freshmen this season that will really only be even better next season as they continue to come into their own, and they have really bright futures. So glad to see these 15 players confirmed to return for West Virginia in 2024, and we'll try and continue to update this throughout the offseason here on the Country Roads Webcast. So there you have it, Mountaineer Nation. Those are the 15 WVU football players currently confirmed to return to West Virginia in 2024. Which of those are you most excited about, and whose name are you hoping to add to that list in the near future? Be sure, let us know your thoughts down there in the comments. We really appreciate those interactions as we continue to try and grow the Country Roads Webcast community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, one more time, just want to encourage you, head over to countryroadstrust.com. Support there if you can. You can make a one-time donation if you can't become a member, or you can head over to NILshop.com. Pick out your favorite player's t-shirt and order one of those, and you can support their NIL that way as well. We need to continue to try and support these NIL funds if we want to continue to have success at WVU like we did here in 2023. And I know we're hoping to have even more of that in 2024. So let's hope we can do it, and let's hope we can get some more players to return. And supporting the NIL, it's a great way that we can do our part as fans to help that happen. Thus far, this is who we got. Let's hope to add more names to this list in the near future. And with that being said, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.